I low-key just got a crazy email from a company I really would like to work with. And maybe responding at 4 in the morning isn't the best idea, but I think I had a pretty good response, so I don't know. We'll see where that goes.
We are out at the track dark and early this morning for a little bit of a workout going down. It's actually beautiful out right now. A little bit warmer than I'd probably like last week was like perfect 55. This week I think it's like 62 in the morning right now, so not terrible, but yeah, we're gonna be doing 5 by 2 mile repeats this morning out here at the track. Hopefully start the first one out at 6:15, then drop down to 6 flat pace for the last 4, see how that goes. We got a minute of rest in between, and then Jimmy T actually should be heading out soon. He's gonna jump on the camera, film, and I think I'm gonna mic up for this one. Kind of a boring workout, nothing too special and not too difficult, so just a lot of reps. Obviously 10 miles of total work if I get through all 5, so I don't think it should be too much of a problem, just monotonous. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of just a little all over the place. I didn't expect the email I got this morning, so that was really cool, and now I just need to lock in for this workout. I can't be thinking about it too much. That's a lot faster than I'll have to go for any of these reps. Alrighty, I got the workout programmed into my watch, so we're gonna get started. I'm starting right here because I'm doing 2 full miles around the track, not just, well, what would be 8 laps. Obviously a little bit shorter than a mile on the track, so hopefully starting around here gets me to the finish line for 2 miles. That being said, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Jimmy's only gonna be here for a limited amount of time, so I wanna get this started. And honestly, I just hate like waiting around. I don't know what I'm talking. Let's just get this started. Here we go, 6:15 start, nice and smooth. All right, looks like I'm going a little too fast. 5:50 pace. That is not 6:15. Gotta slow down just a touch. A little bit smoother now. It's just hard sometimes to start the workout, figure out what the pace is, especially when you're running alone. But we're kind of dialing in. Hey Dad, can you move this pair of sunglasses when you're done? I don't even know if you noticed them, but with a lap to go for the first mile, we should be almost right on 6:15, I hope. And the heart rate is sitting pretty well, so that is an absolute plus. Coming through mile 1 in 6:12. Not bad at all, not bad at all. A little fast on that first lap there for the second mile. Need to roll it back in. Trying to keep it nice and smooth. Keep that heart rate down. Roll through another 6:15. A notification just popped up on my watch that my dad sent me a reel on Instagram, and it must just have been delayed because it must have been from earlier this morning, but it's hilarious that it just popped up now. Coming down the back stretch on the last lap. We're sitting pretty. 160 heart rate, gotta love that. Just gotta stay consistent. Nice and smooth down the home stretch. Jimmy's not gonna be prepared for me to run a little bit farther, but coming in mile 2, clocking A. And that is a 6:13. Jimmy missed it, had to go a little bit further. That's why we never stopped the camera, but all good. 6:13 for mile 2. Got 45 more seconds to rest, a minute obviously in between each. Really good to start that one off slow because I think I rushed a little bit into this workout. I had a lot going on obviously, but I want to get it started obviously so Jimmy could film. But yeah, 30 more seconds to rest, try to relax, and then get the next one started. Oh no, my rest ran short. I wasn't ready. Okay, start up again. This time we're looking for 6 flat. I really got to lock in more during that rest. I was not ready to start up again, but we're good. We're doing okay. Just need to focus on running smooth. The big thing here is to keep reminding myself to breathe in through both my nose and my mouth, because when I lock out, I forget to do that. I slowed down a little bit too much on that last lap. Got to try to keep it consistent. Easiest way to run is consistently. Heart rate is getting a little higher than I would like, but to be expected with talking every lap. Just gotta keep this form smooth. That is mile 1 in 6:03-ish, which isn't bad. I'll take that. Just want to get to not under 6 flat this earlier mile. Heart rate is definitely a little bit higher than I'd like right now, but let's just get through this mile and reassess. Currently right on pace. Should hit 3 minutes for this 800. Just need to keep it consistent, nice and smooth. I really just need to lock in now. 800 to go. Nice and easy. 6-minute pace is easy, come on. My dad probably thinks this is the last lap. I got one more, unfortunately. Last lap. I slowed down a touch on that home stretch. Gotta pick it up a tiny bit. And coming in through mile 2. 6 flat, nice. Okay, that's not too bad. Unfortunately, I was starting late. Jimmy's gonna have to leave, but it might be a blessing in disguise because these are a little bit harder than I feel like they should be. So, gonna be able to take the mic off, lock in, and try and knock out a few more reps. But yeah, these should feel a lot easier than they currently do.
This morning so far has been a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, we woke up with the email from a brand that I've been really excited to have the opportunity to work with. And not only that, but the Vomero Plus video that I happened to post yesterday, in the first 24 hours of it being uploaded, has been my statistical best performing video ever. So I woke up on a high. I was really excited to get after it this morning. I was kind of all over the place with trying to leave to get to the track. I wasn't super locked in. And on the drive to the track, my camera happened to slide off of my seat and hit my stick shift. And my UV filter absolutely got smashed, cracked into a million little pieces, which was terrifying because I didn't know whether or not I just
cracked the lens on my, $1,300 camera lens, which would have ruined the rest of the week for me. I would have been so distraught. Fortunately, as you guys can tell right now, my camera lens is okay, but I was just very shook because driving in the dark, I obviously can't tell whether or not my lens is okay. So I was very nervous when I got to the track that I was going to look at my UV filter, take it off, and see a cracked lens. Fortunately, it's okay, but going into the workout, I was a little shooken, like I said, a little all over the place warming up. I didn't obviously fully warm up like I had said at the beginning of the workout. You can kind of tell when I was on the mic right before I started the workout, I just wasn't in the right mindset. I didn't fully get through all my dynamics, and I think that kind of set the tone for the workout. Now, we're going to jump over to the Coros Training Hub and talk about how the last few reps went. I have it pulled up right here. Down here we have the times for all of the things that I did, all the 2-mile splits obviously. As you can see, the first rep right here is 6:12 and 12:26, 6:12 pace, 6:13 pace for those miles. Heart rate really wasn't terrible for the first 2 miles, but as you see, as we're going to continue, the average heart rate and the max heart rate really started to tank. And that second rep, 6:04, 6 flat, like I was actually quite happy with. But it was difficult. That was the only thing. Like those times are good, but the difficulty, 170 for a max heart rate, 175, I shouldn't really be struggling to get that high in something like a 6-minute average, especially 2-mile repeats. So as we continued, 601, 557, the heart rate really got hot right around here. 180 max heart rate is really less than ideal. And I really thought that after I did the 4th rep, it might be my last rep. Obviously, hitting 181, it was right around where the max heart rate was for the 6th mile in that 3rd set of 2 miles. But I really wanted to get through 2 more miles. I kind of was in the mindset of things aren't really going great right now, but I know that if I keep pushing forward, I can get through 2 more miles, and whether or not it's the best idea, I'll let my coach decide that. I wasn't, dying by any means. I just felt like I just wasn't in the right mindset. Like I said earlier, we still managed to get through, 556, 556, 6 flat, 557. The heart rate really tanked. And I wouldn't say that my legs hurt really bad by any means. I just think that it's hard to say. I've been very blessed with having really good workouts the past few weeks, and this just wasn't one of those. Unfortunately, I just wasn't all there this morning. I didn't feel like myself, and that's okay. I'm just proud. I'm proud of myself for getting through all 5 reps without a doubt, and I'm proud that I actually fought to get through those. I very well could have given up after even the 3rd rep or set of when we did the 2nd mile and we maxed out the heart rate at 180. Right there and then, I probably could have just said, heart rate's too high. I should be feeling a lot better. This should be a lot easier on my legs. Let's just stop and call it a day. But I also told myself that I didn't feel like my legs were being that, like, I didn't feel like I was exhausting my legs to the point where I needed to stop. It more felt like I was just struggling mentally. And, obviously the heart rate shows that it was taking a lot out of me, but it felt like more of I'm not being efficient. I'm not giving myself a chance at really properly executing these. And I kind of just told myself, I need to lock in and I need to get through this. I'm going to have 2 days of rest between now and my next workout anyways. If I have to suffer a little bit right here, it's not ideal. It's not what I should be doing. But I think that mentally it's going to help me in the long run. And sometimes all you need to do is get over that mental hurdle and get through a hard workout. And whether or not it's a good or a bad workout, at the end of the day, I think the mantra for this workout really is learning after training. If you have a bad session and there's something you can take away from it, if there's something you can learn from it, I really think that is what's most important. And I feel like I took a lot away from this workout. I feel like there's a lot I can learn from it. And whether or not it was the best workout, whether or not I was happy with it, at the very least, I know what I need to do differently, and I know that I can take a lot from this workout. So yeah, I unfortunately have to get out of here. I got to leave in like 20 minutes to go to work, so there's not too much more I can talk about, but it was a very interesting morning, to say the least. Just got out of work, jumped straight onto the bike when I got back. Trying to just flush my legs out a little bit here. They don't feel great right now, I won't lie, but at the same time, I'm not really expecting them to after, 10 miles of threshold. And I actually did also get the chance to talk to my coach about how I felt this morning, and, you know, I obviously texted him a little upset, a little disappointed, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm just so grateful for having a coach, especially someone like Arrow, where, he can kind of text me and just be like, yo, you're texting me saying that you had a bad workout, but to be honest, if this is what a bad workout looks like we're in a pretty good spot right now, Still got in 10 miles of threshold work, and heart rate wasn't really pushing too far out of threshold range, so I think that's a win. And I think that, sometimes I just need to be reminded that I'm human at the end of the day. I can't have a perfect workout every day, and it's just power for the course at this point. I don't know. It's just really nice to be able to have somebody like that in my corner, that's for sure. So, shout out to my coach, man. All right, I'm already getting tired. It's hot out, so I gotta lock in. Nice and steady 8 miles this morning in the structures. Not the best shoe, I think, for a recovery run, but at the same time, definitely building up the muscles in the legs. So I'm not really sure where to put these shoes in my shoe rotation just yet. I need a little bit more testing, but I do really like them. I think they're going to be a staple for here on out. And yeah, just a solid morning. I am going to get on the treadmill probably later this afternoon for a double. Obviously 8 miles isn't a ton when I'm shooting for 80 miles this week. And with having a day off or day easy tomorrow, it'll be nice to double today and get those extra miles in. But yeah, just looking to try to knock out some stretching and whatnot before I got to head to work today. I'm going to try to get in early and do a workout beforehand. So just a lot going on this morning. But yeah, we'll kind of regain, get back after it this afternoon and talk again. But just a little bit busy. currently sitting right around 80 degrees outside, which is not warm, but not cold, but it's not too hot. So I'm gonna try to struggle through 30 minutes of a shakeout run right now outside. Probably would be easier to go downstairs on the treadmill. I really just don't have the motivation to do that. So I don't know. I gotta push myself through it. It's good heat training at the end of the day. We'll see what happens. Well, that was absolutely brutal. I'm probably going to stick to the treadmill from doubles here on out until it gets a little cooler outside, because, yeah, that sucked. That's not the right size. This is 72 millimeters. I need 82 millimeters. This is for the other lens. It'll be here tomorrow. I clearly blacked out Monday when I broke, obviously, this one, and yeah. All right, well, it is what it is. It's not bad to have an extra one of these, I guess. The air quality is back to being sucky again. Not really too excited about that one. Oh well. Nice and easy, 8 miles on the morning today. Legs not feeling too bad. Honestly, a good flush run really for the workout yesterday, and the double in the afternoon. Like, that was a little rough. So tomorrow I think I'll be 100% ready to go for a big workout. I know Arrow's working on that right now, so we'll see how that goes. I also forgot to mention I'm leaving tomorrow to go to St. Louis, so I have to like pack in everything today, which is difficult with having 2 shifts, but we'll figure it out. I'm going down there to see my sister and my brother-in-law. Taya, my sister, is getting her classroom set up for her first year of teaching, and we're going to celebrate her birthday a little bit early, so a lot going down, a lot to pack for. I just need to make sure I remember everything, so we'll see how it goes. find you this morning. You ran away from me before I could give you one. Pop this bad boy open, get it all situated, get my camera back to being protected, because you know, oh my goodness, $10 UV filter protects a $1,000 lens. I'm not gonna complain. All right, try number 2. Oh, there we go. Now that right there is beautiful. Twist that on, and we are all good to go. Lovely. I swear sometimes packing for a weekend trip is genuinely more stressful than packing for like a week-long trip, because I just feel like half the time I'm packing things that I don't even need, or I'm just stressed that I'm not packing enough, packing too much. Like it's so weird to get just the right amount. I'm always going to bring things that I end up not using or not needing. It is what it is. Like I kind of accepted that at this point. But it's also like I need to remember things like, okay, well, I'm going to be doing my long run there, so I need to make sure I bring gels, but also I need to make sure I have caffeine. I need to make sure I have my magnesium. I need to make sure I have pills. I need to make sure I have, oatmeal squares, food. I need to go get my protein powder. I need to make sure that I have liquid IV. I need to make sure that I have a notebook worth of things that I need to bring with. Sometimes I just get a little stressed out over stupid things. I like to be in my room. I like to have everything where it is. I know where it is, not have to stress about it. But unfortunately, that's life.
This morning's workout is what I like to call a feel-good workout, and it has nothing to do with what the workout itself actually is, but rather the fact that Monday's workout didn't go as well as I would have liked. In reflection, I don't think it was that bad, but mentally I felt like it was a really bad workout. And today is kind of, in essence like a bounce back workout, but what I like to think about is I got up a little bit earlier than normal today. I'm putting in a lot of effort in being very intentional about everything I do this morning, getting ready, having enough time to make sure that I can fully stretch out, all that stuff, and making sure that I'm just locked into this workout. Not only that, but I'm just going to be very serious when I do start the workout. I'm not going to be messing around mic'd up or anything like that. So today's just a great day to, just get out there, execute, and knock out a solid morning workout, which we'll talk more about when I get to the track. But yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done here. I got a little bit of time before I need to leave, which is really nice. One of the great things about getting up a little bit earlier and just keep my mind focused on what the goal is this morning.
It's currently 4:32. We just made it to the track, getting ready to start the warm-up. Great on time, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with getting here as early as we did, but now is probably ever a good as time as ever to talk about the workout. Hopefully I don't butcher this. We have a 10-mile workout, all threshold-ish stuff. We're basically doing like 2 miles lap rest, 2 miles lap rest, 2 miles lap rest, 2 by mile lap rest, 2 miles. And they all get faster until the very last, well, I do 2 by mile at the fastest and then 2 miles slower than the 2 by mile. I'm just gonna have to put that on screen because holy, there's no way. I'm gonna have to probably write it on my hand, but I'm gonna get this warm up started. We'll talk a little bit more about the workout once I start putting my shoes on and everything, but I just need to lock it and make sure I have time to get everything I need to done before Jimmy T gets here. I am currently lacing up the Vaporfly 2s, getting ready to start the workout, and it kind of pains me to be using these shoes for a workout like this where I'm not going super fast. But at the same time, like I had mentioned this earlier this morning, the point of this workout is a feel-good workout. Obviously, whether I want to admit it or not, I lost a little bit of mental confidence after Monday's workout, and not a lot by any means. Obviously, it wasn't that bad of a workout, but something like this is a really good rebound, a little regain, and putting on something like the Vaporfly 2s, it's just, you know, I got to do whatever I can to make this workout as easy as possible for myself, giving myself enough time to warm up, putting on shoes that I'm going to feel good in. All of that comes into a factor. So this is just going to help me a little bit and hopefully help me regain the mental confidence that, you know, I lost on Monday. So time to rock and roll, get after it. Super excited to get this one going. I love these shoes, man. They're so nice. Unfortunately, Jimmy T had to depart for work before we were able to start the last 2 miles. But first and foremost, let me just say, shout out to Jimmy T. My dad is an absolute legend, putting in an ungodly amount of work, running back and forth down the track, getting these clips, moving my bottle, just a man among men, to be honest. I could not appreciate him more. This type of footage just isn't possible without him, and I could not be more grateful. So thank you, Dad. Very much appreciate you. And yeah, the workout went really well. I'm going to put all the splits on screen just so you can see the entirety of it. I felt like this is exactly what I needed, and it felt like the exact difficulty I expect these paces to feel like in the conditions we were in. You know, it was between like 92 to 94% humidity the entire workout, which is not easy. You know, you just feel like you're running at altitude, 8,000 feet. And it's not real altitude, obviously, it's not as hard, but your lungs start to burn after a while. They just get really thick, and it's not the worst thing in the world for training. Obviously, I feel like it does make you a little bit stronger, but at the same time, like, this is what I kind of expect to feel like at these paces. And you can see the last 2 miles was quite similar to the last 2 miles we did of 2-mile repeats on Monday. So yeah, very pleased with this workout. I do feel like it is the exact type of bounce back I was looking for. Excited, obviously, with the prospect of just getting better every day. And yeah, now I got to get ready for work. Unfortunately, I got to get out of here. Quick turnaround, of course, but I also need to finish packing. I haven't even gotten close to that, so it's going to be a crazy afternoon. I got to get back. I want to shake out on the treadmill, and then we got a dip for going down to STL, St. Louis. So it's going to be a crazy busy afternoon. I don't know how much I'll film, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. 272 of 300. Yeah.
Quick update. Right when I got to work, I got a text asking if I could go let Willie out when I got out of work. And I was like, you know what? That's not a problem. I can do that. I'll still make it home with enough time to get a quick shakeout on the treadmill, pack, and then be ready to leave around 3 o'clock, because that's when I assumed we were leaving.
Oh, hi, Willie. What's going on, buddy?
Okay, not the camera, buddy. Now, right after I had said I'd let Willie out, I get a text from my dad saying, hey, I think I'm gonna get off work early. I should be home around 1:30. We'll leave right when I get back. I was like, pause. I'm not even gonna be home by 1:30, and I'm not packed. What are we talking about right now? So I'm in a little bit of a rush. Thankfully, Marsha had my back, let me out a little bit early from work, so I got here, gonna run Willie around really quick, let him out for 10-15 minutes, and then I am straight home, packing, getting ready to leave. I'm probably gonna get yelled at because my parents have been warning me to be packed and ready to go for a while now. The decisions I made. Well. I literally just pulled into the garage, and of course Jimmy T's backing in as well. I am screwed. We have arrived back in my old college town of St. Charles, Missouri. Mama T is checking into the hotel, getting us some keys, go set everything up. I cannot wait to go to sleep tonight. I'm probably gonna sleep terribly. I'm really upset I didn't get to double. My legs don't feel great, but hopefully we'll get in a good night of rest to try to let the legs recover. Gonna be a rough day tomorrow morning, I'll tell you that much. I swear. Oh? This looks, well, I mean, I guess it, of course, it's gonna look
Exactly the same.
All right, quick little room tour. Boom, we got my little bed that I'm gonna be sleeping on. Backpack holder. The desk that I took over with all my clothes. And that's it. My parents got like the connecting room, I guess you could say. It's a little small. It's actually the exact same setup as the half marathon room. I think we actually had the next room over, but I don't really remember, to be honest. But that being said though, it's 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock. Oh my God, I'm going to bed. My parents left to go see my sister. My brother-in-law's got a softball game or something right now, so they're out and about. They'll probably be walking in a few hours, waking me up, but I'm gonna try to go to sleep, get a couple hours of rest. I'm exhausted. I desperately need the rest. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in the morning. I really did not sleep very well last night. That pull-out bed is, like, if you think about a pair of like daily trainers and you put 700 miles on them and they feel like super flat and just ran through, obviously, that's how that pull-out feels. Like technically there's a mattress, but like it's barely anything better than sleeping on a carpet floor. Like that one was a rough night, I won't lie. So, not feeling the best right now. Warming up for a nice little easy shakeout run. Looking to do an hour, 8 to 9 miles. I wouldn't really normally push too much further than 8 miles, but I can't double today. There's just no way that's gonna happen. So I might have to go a little bit longer to make sure I'm still sitting pretty on mileage for the week. So, I don't know, we'll see. I'm of course finishing up my run, running past the hotel, and Jimmy T is just outside walking around. Nobody else's dad but mine, and mom's apparently up. It's not even 6:30 yet. All right, I'll meet you down here for breakfast. Thank you. But yeah, now we're back in the hotel room. I'm gonna get some protein into the system really quick and then head downstairs to meet my parents for breakfast. I think we're pretty much on the move right away to head over to my sister's classroom because that's what we're down here for, like I said earlier. But yeah, we're trying to get that all set up, and it's only today that we're able to. So we definitely have a little bit of a grind ahead of us. So it's gonna be an interesting day to say the least. Dude, welcome back to the vlog.
Dude, look at that 7 brew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mama T came in clutch yesterday. What can you say?
Hey, look at these. I got you both colors.
Oh, to add
So,
to the collection.
Yeah, mom got one of the colors, but she said they didn't give her the other one. So.
Mom gave me that one.
Yeah. So you can have them. Hey, that's your shirt.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, actually, I brought my 7 Brew shirt too. I just didn't wear it.
Things hanging from the ceiling.
I know.
We need to do something like that, Tay. I like the fans.
214. Okay, I see you, Miss Coleman.
I have no idea what you just said, Mom.
I said you have the same vibe going, so that's really good.
Yes.
Super cute.
Wow.
It was us yesterday. Baby
extensions.
So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
also have
These little pictures.
Cute. Is that cowboy hat, cowgirl hat?
Yeah.
okay. And that door will hold it well. That's probably gonna be my kind of like spot.
I have all these pencils, pens, so we'll have to figure out where those are. I have stuff for the prize box.
Yep. Yep. You can also do stuff on the bottom too, Mom.
Yeah, we got lots of more rainbows.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, big dog?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. Careful of my stuff here.
Look at how beautiful, man.
Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous.
It's lunchtime for the blonde boys. Johnny, a little McDonald's action.
Eating healthy.
I got Chipotle in the car, God bless, but yeah, I can't say I haven't eaten at McDonald's in God only knows how long.
It's probably
been
for the best.
It's been quite a few years.
This has 45 ingredients in it. The fries in Europe only have 3. Which
That is
just goes to
insane.
show you how frick.
Yeah, it's a little messed up.
A little. That'll be all.
Perfect, love you, total flight window.
Perfect, thank you. Let's go, dude.
There's one for you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's on me?
And there's the other.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you have a good one.
You too.
Thanks, Johnny.
Holy frick, bro.
Miss Coleman, what are we learning about today?
So today we're going to learn about the moon phases. So if everyone would direct their attention to the center of the classroom on the ceiling, we have our moon phases in a cool light. This is our first moon phase, which is called something, something, something that I'll know soon. This is ours.
The 8th moon phase.
No, that's
Quarter
I think
moon phase.
it's probably the wax crescent, and that's actually a real moon phase. Fun fact. This is obviously half moon, and then we keep going, and then we got our full moon. Johnny.
We replaced Johnny with J. Cole, aka brother-in-law, and now we're dipping. It's like 5 o'clock. I'm starving.
Been here since-
J. Cole's sweaty.
We've been
It's
here
Saturday.
since
Everybody's been here
8:30
for an entire day.
Yeah, the entire day. It's already Saturday. Missed the long run. No, God, no. Either way, we're heading to dinner now. I'm starving. Gonna get some food in the stomach.
We're
Ready
actually
for the
headed
long
to
run
this
tomorrow.
Yep.
So if Luke wants to go on a trip on a school bus, you could drive him.
If Luke wants to drive in a dump truck, I can drive the dump truck.
No, that's
Okay, perfect.
so nasty.
He can be in the back.
The letter A is cut out, so I thought it said super. But we only sent 2 at a time, and unfortunately, the last 2 guys we sent both.
We ended up going to a little calzone place called Sauce on the Side, which I've been to quite a few times. It's got some great food. Unfortunately, I didn't get my food until like little after 6 o'clock, which is a lot later than I'd like to eat. Right now it's currently 6:42, and I'm kind of praying that I was asleep. Unfortunately, obviously that's not the case. I'm getting ready for bed right now. I just need to brush my teeth, take my pills, and try to knock out. I'm not really too sure how tomorrow's going to go with the long run. It is what I'm most nervous about with, just not the most ideal day of preparation. Like, I would have really liked to do a couple things today. I just didn't have enough time to do. Legs are feeling pretty good though, so we'll see how I feel in the morning. It's not supposed to be great humidity and heat wise, but we're just going to have to deal with the punches as they come, see how I feel in the morning, and kind of go from there. Unsurprisingly, didn't sleep all that great last night, but we are awake. We are getting ready to go for the long run. I'm a bit excited, a bit nervous. Weather doesn't look too great. About 77 degrees out right now with 86 to 87% humidity. So nice and warm, nice and humid.
It's going to be a rough one. The goal this morning is to do a progression long run. I don't know how that's going to go. It's going to be very interesting. I made sure that I stocked up on everything I was going to need, so I'm kind of going all out for this long run. We got 2 gels we're taking with. We got Morton drink mix and a liquid IV. I'm like really trying to do everything I can to make this achievable. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get ready before me and Jimmy T try to get out of here in like half an hour to an hour. Just to try to beat the sun, because the earlier we start, the better off it's going to be. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting morning. Alright, me and Jimmy T are heading out. We're gonna drive about 10 minutes outside of town to get to some old back roads that nobody should really be on this early in the morning. We'll see. I'm not really too sure what's gonna happen. I've ran on like a section of them before, so I know that there's at least a good like 5-mile stretch that's pretty good to run on at the very least. Outside of that, we're gonna have to kind of figure it out. The goal obviously being to do, I don't know, between 16 and 17 miles. Even 15 would be fine, honestly, but it is warm out, that is for sure. So the progression part of this long run is really going to be a challenge.
Okay. Here we go, baby. Let's get after it. Great day to be great. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is 16 miles of a progression long run. Probably a little bit easier than the one we did 2 weeks ago. That one I definitely think I struggled quite a bit more during, even though I feel like today was worse than 2 weeks ago. I don't know how true that actually is. It ended up being like, I don't know, 76 degrees and 88% humidity, something around there. So that was not fun in the slightest. I definitely felt the humidity around like mile 12 or 13 where it just started getting really difficult to breathe with how thick the air is. And we're running through the cornfields, obviously. The corn sweat is not helping me in the slightest. So I'm not gonna complain too much about the effort given the conditions. And I also feel like I handled the first half of this run very well. I think my body has gotten like a little bit used to the humidity. Not as much as I would like, of course, but I feel like I did a little bit better this time around than I did in previous long runs, of course. So it was an honest effort by all means this morning. I feel pretty happy with it. I definitely think it could have gone better. You know, I could have went for 17 miles instead of 16, but I do think a big game changer was the having 2 gels and bottles. The bottles helped a lot. Obviously I did carbs in the pink bottle, electrolytes in the clear, and then 2 gels, which without that I don't know how this long run would have went. I don't know that it would have, if I would have made it all 16 miles in all honesty. So yeah, just overall a great effort. Couldn't do it without Jimmy T, of course. Shout out Jimmy T with me for the journey. And yeah, the big thing now is just hopefully let the legs recover today. Gotta use the TENS unit at some point. I had to bring that with, so we'll try to do that. But hopefully coach isn't too upset with this one. I know last week he was not happy, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, he was not happy with that long run. So not that he wasn't happy, but he was like, yeah, you worked way too hard, you gotta relax. So I don't know, this one was a bit better, I'd say. I almost forgot one other thing. Right when me and Jimmy T finished the run, 2 guys on bikes passed us, and one guy goes, I know that guy. And he pulls up and goes, hey, I watch your YouTube channel. So if you see this, shout out to you, my guy. That was awesome. I do appreciate that. It's super cool to be out, especially here in Missouri. Obviously, I went to school here for 2.5 years, but it's super cool to be like outside my hometown and have somebody recognize me for watching the channel. But yeah, shout out to you if that was you. Drop a comment. Seriously, appreciate it. Hope your bike ride went well as well. All right, back to the hotel we go. Look at that thing, bro. Army Medical Service, that's awesome. I'm home. Hi, Mom.
How was your run?
It was pretty good. I just jumped out the shower and we're already on the move. I was told that we're heading to the classroom earlier than we expected. Hopefully I have everything out of there, so. Didn't get the chance to stretch yet, but I got the yoga mat in the backpack, so we'll just stretch at the classroom itself. Just dropped Mama T off at the school, actually. Me and Jimmy T are doing a little 7 brew run. Not sponsored yet.
Straws, right?
Yep.
That's
No,
what-
you didn't give
No, I
straws
didn't
yet.
give you straws. Alright, give me 1 second.
Hold on.
Thank you.
2, 3, 4. There we go.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Cohen. Welcome to my classroom. If you look to the left, we have some storage, some of their books. We have my fun desk space. I have my desk to work with students individually, my own desk. I have the calendar. I have some pictures of some of my closest family and friends. And then I have my lovely desk with some of my favorite lights. And then if you walk a little more to the left, have my lovely one of my whiteboards with my projector, some fun lights, of course. That bulletin board will be done soon. Then I have some more fun things, my voice levels, so I know where they're supposed to be at. And then I have some more pictures, American flag, have my fridge and my microwave. And then this is my little We Are Family, and it holds storage, but it also hides the storage so they don't have to see any of it. And we'll get some pictures of them in there. Get off, look at, he's already enjoying my little cozy corner, my little comfy corner. We got a little seating, we got a bunch of pillows, we got footstool, and inside of this I have some more squishmallows, of course. And then that just comes up, nice little rug, just some comfort seating for the kids. All right, and then if you walk over this way, I have another whiteboard, some different mathematical things on the top, number line, and then these little crates that have their table number on them and have some supplies for them, just in case, and just some extra space. Right here, this is all homemade from my parents. Some crates that they'll put their binders and their notebooks and that stuff in by table groups. And then another fun whiteboard and some other storage. You got pencils, sharpeners, extra crayons if needed, extra pencils, and some turn-in bins. And then our little hall pass. This will have their hall passes hanging down. My mom made this as well. And the lovely door, of course, which looks beautiful. My Lindenwood flag, a Lindenwood alum, and yeah, expectations. And then some mirrors, and that's about it. And then we have our seating and our table numbers. I don't know if we saw that. These are our fun little table numbers, so they know which table they're at.
What do you teach?
I teach 5th grade math and science, and I absolutely love it. I'm so excited for this year. This will be my first official year as a teacher.
The squad has, we went to this place called The Plank or something Plank pizza place. The Plank pizza place. We're getting a little dinner, late lunch, early dinner. I am very excited. I am very much a pizza lover, as many of you guys know if you watched the channel recently. I put down some pizza.
You need to open that up.
J. Cole, what do we got over here?
A burning hot margarita pizza.
Margarita? Splitting with your wife?
Yes.
Mama, what do you got?
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
I fully just
A little cheese and spinach for me, obviously. I'm healthy, what can I say?
cheese.
Was it healthy? Can you grab me a
Cheese
fork
is
while you're
healthy.
up there?
Yes.
Not bad, not bad.
Pass the
Yeah.
though.
For the viewers want to see that.
It's good.
A little hot. Fire though, very good.
The pizza was absolutely phenomenal at the pizza place we stopped at. It was in this really cute town that we actually ended up meeting my brother-in-law's parents at to walk around after lunch and just check out some of the little shops. They were really cute. I know my sister got a couple things at one of like the little antique stores, some clothing and whatnot. I got a sticker, which I thought was really cool. And then we were kind of just walking around the shops with everybody. Stopped at a ice cream place, got a shake, which was absolutely phenomenal, and kind of just got to hang out with the family for the rest of the evening. We did end up going to this like little like lawn garden type of thing, and me and J. Cole being my brother-in-law, of course, playing some cornhole or bags, whichever you call it. Either way, it was a lot of fun, but it was unbelievably hot outside. I just got actually back to the hotel. My dad drove me back and he went back to go hang out with the rest of them. But I mean, it's literally just past 7 o'clock. I feel disgusting. I'm like all like warm and humid, and it was just really hot out, and I'm exhausted. The first thing I did when I got back to the room was I just downed water, and I'm checked out for the day. I am exhausted. Obviously, I didn't sleep very well the past 2 nights. 16 miles this morning took a lot out of me, and I'm like, I'm ready for bed. I can't be sitting out in the heat. I'm like dying. So he drove me back, and yeah, I'm going straight to bed now. I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow morning. We're supposed to run. How much, I don't know. I'd like to do 7 miles just to tap off an 80-mile week, but it might be a little rough getting out the door. So I'm going to head to bed. I'll see how I feel in the morning, and we'll pick it up from there.
another rough night of sleep last night, I will not lie, and it really does suck because I woke up this morning just not feeling all that great. Got in just over 4 miles, and it wasn't the easiest 4 miles I've ever done, to say the least. My legs just feel a little shot. I'll definitely have to take tomorrow easy. There's no way I could try to like work out tomorrow, if you will, but yeah, I'm just glad we topped off the week. I'll get to enjoy the rest of the day today, not worry about too much, go home. Cannot wait to go back home, sleep in my own bed, because I am definitely missing out on a couple hours of sleep, and maybe even a full night if we're gonna be if we're gonna be honest. So I don't know. I'm gonna go get something to eat though. I'm hungry. Oh, you probably just didn't hear me. I didn't really well.
You know, I was trying to clean up my room, or well, my little area, if you will, which granted I did actually a pretty good job at it. But this freaking pullout made so much noise. I was like, my mom is gonna kill me when she gets up. And also, she did hear it, so that wasn't great, but at the very least, we can just, I mean, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. It was just so freaking loud. We're in a little coffee house right now getting chai and coffee. Are you gonna get anything?
No.
This bum.
No.
I'm
gonna stick to water.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not a big coffee guy, but I am a big chai guy.
Quality H2O.
I drink enough of that, but the chai is about to be fire.
I know,
I'll make you have some.
You customize it for
What'd you get?
I got a chocolate covered strawberry latte with strawberry cold foam.
Oh, okay, fat. It's actually really cute.
VIP lounge.
VIP lounge. Whoa. Take us on a tour. Where is it?
Right here.
Whoa. Are we allowed to be up here?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm scared.
Oh yeah, we're definitely allowed to be up here.
Whoa, there it is. I found my water. Oh, there it is, Jacob. Wait, this is sick.
Oh wait, look at this.
Can we play?
Yeah,
Is it actually a...
it works.
What? Wait, this is sick.
What is this game?
I have no idea. But it looks
Oh.
You played Galaga.
Pac-
This thing is sick.
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong Jr. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No. R.I.P.
Should have waited.
Did we just
We just did
Did
that.
we just set the high score?
Hey.
Oh, come on, brother. Run that back.
Redo that.
Vanilla chai just got here.
The ball's in. But you only aim around the edge of the board.
I love chai. So good.
Ooh. That's really good. Sweet, but not too sweet. Cold foam is amazing, so thick and creamy.
Me when I lie?
Yeah, when you act for the camera.
Yours is like one of my favorite places on Maine.
Whoa. What is this place?
Stimulation overload.
Brother,
What?
where are we?
We're in this place looking for magnets.
Hey, yo, where the magnets
I don't
at?
see any magnets.
I kind of want to get the shrimp bruschetta.
What are you getting, sweetheart?
I think I'm gonna get a pasta combo.
I think I'm gonna get penne with red sauce and a little bit of mozzarella. I think that looks good.
Thank you. I'm gonna go rest before
Love
I
you,
gotta.
Guys, thanks for coming.
I'll see you later.
Before I gotta go. Sorry. Before I gotta go into the classroom.
Help you guys.
I gotta be better. Well, but Justin was like, at least it's not.
See you, big dog.
Like, at least you're not in.
See you, brother.
You know what I mean? Like.
She's just like, where's mom? Show mom. Where is she? Where's mom? She's so funny.
Hurry up.
There's nothing quite like being at home and honestly taking a shower. Oh my goodness, that's got to be a top 10 feeling. Getting home and being able to take a shower in your own shower. A little bit of a germaphobe, I won't lie. So being at the hotel all weekend wasn't my favorite feeling by any means. It's going to be really nice to sleep in my bed tonight as well. Like, that is really what I'm looking forward to. But we got home a little later than I was expecting. It was like 4:45 when we pulled in, and now I'm just like struggling trying to get my room cleaned up. I have to open at the gym tomorrow morning at 5:45, so there's a lot I need to do before I can go to sleep, and I'm hoping to be asleep around 6:30, a little earlier, so I can wake up a little earlier and get 8 hours of sleep. I digress. I'm going to end the video here though, because I just need to really focus on doing all this, and it takes a lot out of me to set the camera up, film different things, talk to you guys. Not that I'm trying to make an excuse, but if I do this, I won't focus on that, just like you hear me yapping right now. So I'm going to put you guys away. I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the weekend of craziness, a little trip down to St. Louis. Going to be really happy to be home next week, and a very special package coming in next week. I didn't think I was going to be unboxing anything anytime soon, but we got something special coming in next week. I think you guys will be really excited. With that being said though, take care. Love all things. I'll see you guys next week, and peace out.